check out some screens here first. Okay, I think we're going to there. There we go. Sorry, that was somebody's running a stream. Loud stream. Okay, so Trovo is good. Now let's do the YouTube channel. Trovo is good. Now mute this. Everything has to mute. I forget. Nothing is muted because I haven't been on here for a while. Seems to have lost the settings. Twitch is fine. It is muted, and we can pause that. The Restream IO is, well, sort of okay. Bitrate's good enough. Okay, pause that. Okay, here we are in our truck. Our nice, let's get this back here like that. There we go. So get inside. Me and Mel, ready to hit the road, Mel? There we go. My horn button, probably that one. Yeah. What is this one now? Oh, that's the flashers. Okay. Okay, so I think we've got a cargo waiting for us. Job market. Cargo market. Rice. Rice from here to there. That'll just be a big container full of rice. So I guess that's where I'm at. That. Oops. Yeah. I'm at the yard where I would get rice. So stuff is good. That just means I have to find wherever the entrance is. There's the entrance there. Just back up to it. I guess. Well, no. Press the key. View the job offer. We're going to take it. Okay. I think I have to go back there to get it. I wonder if I can do that. Possibly. Let's overshoot a bit, and then I can go blindside. Whoops. Too much, too much, too much. Perhaps too much. Oh, not bad. Oh. That enough? It was enough. Okay. Okay, there we go. With a container. Now is my axle up or down? That back one? Pretty sure it's down. Y is axle up? Yeah, axle down. Okay. Okay, so. Now I believe this is a turning trailer. Can't see anything out here, can we? Oh, maybe. Maybe we'll see how much of a turning trailer it is. Oh, it is. Okay. That was good. Oh, this is interesting. There's no no signage there. It's just nobody else is stopping. Huh. It's not a perfect map, but it's a nice map. Brake on because I'm on a bit of a hill here. See, that trailer tracks pretty nicely, so. Now we should look on the map to see where we're going, right? So in case people want to know. I'm here on EAA MAPA. Brazil, in Brasilia. And I'm going, up there to Estrelito. So do I want to go that way, or do I want to go that way? Maybe I want to go that way. Is it much longer? This way is 1422, and this one is 1626, but possibly more interesting. It's hard to tell on this map. The interesting is just depends on how jaggedy the road is. That's fairly smooth. Whereas in this case, well, that's pretty smooth, but then this is, don't know. This is like a big superhighway. Oh, what if we do small roads? Do we have small roads? We do have small roads, so it's already picking small roads. Okay. There we go. I should get back to my Scania. I like the I just like the inside of my Scania better. And I think I have one, don't I? Yeah. Oh, it's an R 2009, so that's an old school thing. You know, and I get the little back R. But I could do the Scania when I get there. Why do I do that? Oh, San Francisco. Interesting. We'll just slim this bridge down. And then we end up heading into the mountains, I think. So it should be an interesting trip, just going across the countryside in our truck here. Our Volvo FH. A load. 18 tons of rice. It's in a 40K. We're not up to 40K here. Or 60. A container. Oh, there's like sentries there. Those two pine trees. Cacti. Those two cactuses sitting there. Then there's a clump of them. The little trees look interesting. Look there, those trees, those scattered around, and then the mountains are, those look pretty two-dimensional. Maybe it's because of the blue sky there. So we do okay with this. I think we would do pretty badly with our, if I had the Mac R. I could do the Mac R. You gonna go fast now? You're a bus. You could. Yeah. Buses tend to go fast. They just have a, however they do it, the acceleration curve is slow on the bus. But the wheels on the bus go round and round. Gas prices? Interesting. Not a gas station in there as far as I'm aware. let's get this guy a bit ahead. They tend to, the AI, Crystal, could have stopped with us. They tend to slow down. Nice big church there. Oh, that looks scenic. That looks scenic as all hell. I've been on for a while. I don't think I've been on for maybe over a week. As my British friends would say, I just couldn't be arsed. Oh, a protest there. Not sure what against. Where are we going to? We're going to Palmas. Eventually we're going to way up here. Imperatriz. Then once we get there, I guess we'll see if we can get a cargo going up through here somehow. Something up here to here to, I don't know. Oh, can we not get through there? Yeah, there's a ferry connection. Okay, so we could go around there, and we've done that, but we're trying to explore this map. We've done 32%, which is not bad considering all the bajillion little cities, but we'll go there, and then I guess we'll try to do something up that way, and then, you know, wander up and down. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll change trucks. I'll put my Mac-R. There's a mod. Somebody's done a mod that does a 850 horsepower for the Mac-R, which is more than the truck could take. You'd probably strip the bolts holding in the differential and flip the truck over or something. But look, suddenly a different countryside. Not those cacti, not the cactuses, but these scruffy looking trees. Shrubbery. So I would have to believe that this is really what it looks like there. Might be. These people seem, this development team has been going quite a while. They seem to be really keen. Now they're really keen on adding lots of roads and cities. But I don't think they're just putting in arbitrary, they're putting in the roads and towns that do exist. And so I'm assuming that with the, you know, they look at, you know, we just did a road up from this town up to here, and well, what's the countryside look like? Is it, you know, Amazonian rainforest? Is it a desert? Is it pine trees? What the hell is it? All to say, look at this. We got another transition here. Sort of. Whoa. Just noticed that thing on the road there. We would have missed it anyways, I think, but So this will be done in an hour, which will be maybe 11, a little after 11. Depends on what time I want to go to bed tonight, I guess. Slept till 10 this morning, quite calmly. The construction on the outside of the building just didn't happen. They're doing balcony repairs, which means jackhammer off the old concrete and then put new stuff on, but the jackhammering can take a while, and even though it's on the other side of the hallway for me, like the other side of the building, but you know, the building is concrete slabs. The sound just echoes right through. But eventually they're going to sort of move around the corner and get farther away, but they were supposed to finish the whole backside of this building this summer, and they've only done 3 out of, maybe 3 out of 12 balcony stacks. Not even 3, they're doing mine. They haven't finished mine, so. Why don't we just set this rather than just trying to guess where we're at? We're at, what the hell is it? 55. Oh, there's that bus. That's what it is. Space here, because somebody may decide. Little hedge there. Somebody may decide to slow down and turn. Okay, and it's 60, so now we go fast. Ah, welcome, Octopov. Octopus, welcome, Octopus. Welcome to my stream. Feel free to support me by through money or just moral support, or lurk. Lurking is good too. Oh, I should check up my Trovo. I should get my Trovo screen up rather than just staring at the stationary Twitch channel. Quick check of the mirror. I think ooh, wait a minute, I'm in the wrong lane. Checking the trailer. I was watching a guy who drives in real life. Drives a B train, which is like a double trailer, and he had a single trailer for change, like a dual axle, like a tandem at the back of the dual trailer. He had a hell of a time backing that up and getting it around corners and stuff like that, because he's used to, I guess the B train actually, it's these two short trailers, and they actually, I guess they actually track better. And as far as backing them up, he's really good at doing that. He's really good at backing up a B train. So he was annoyed. He pulled into a spot and he had to go, like, a little thing on that little text on the screen, bottom of the video saying, so the next 2 minutes are me trying trying to properly park this trailer. And it was a pull-through slot too, right? He just pulled through. Well, he'd cut it. Hadn't cut it sooner, or he'd cut it too soon, I guess. He hadn't swung wide enough. And went back and forth a bunch of times, and even then, his criteria, okay, it's inside the yellow line. That's good enough. Because he was just going to be there for 5 or 10 minutes, sitting in the truck while he checks his GPS. So he just checked it, moved on. But he was annoyed, but he never really gets pissed off. So. Clearing that nicely. So I was going to do some farming too, but it's just too complex. I get too lazy at the end of the day. I just wanted to do some, I've got a farm set up in Farm Sim FS22 in a new one in Iowa. And I'm going to do hogs and corn. Mod has a large hog barn, I think 500. And I sold most of the equipment. You know, there was grass stuff. And I kept the forage wagon, but the grass stuff, there's a lot of tractors and stuff like this. So I got rid of most of the stuff. And I'm trying to buy just John Deere equipment. So I want to do it with Iowa equipment. So that's John Deere, some Case, and maybe a little bit of Massey Ferguson and New Holland. But mostly John Deere. So. And with the mods and that, there's enough people that I've done the mods to let me focus on John Deere. So. That'll go good. I just realized I should go a little wide on that. Because I was gonna clip. $40 inicio de troco de cera. Don't know. Sure why it says that. What do they mean? This is 275 horsepower engine. Actually, I think there's a 325 or maybe a 350 for this truck, but I think there's less power because the torque, or not the torque, but the foot-pounds or whatever. If you look here. If you look here, this truck, and if you look at the engines for this truck, so there's this thing, yeah, so there's it's got 1050 foot-pound feet at 1200, whereas this one got, oh well, it's a little more then. A 1050. Oh, there's not one. There's not one. Oh. Or we put this one, which is, don't know. Or hopefully that'll work, because somebody had tried the mod and said it works good, but I can't hear any sound. And the developer said, "Oh, I'll check that out." But then that was it. The developer didn't say, Nothing found. And or I found something and I've updated it, and the person with the problem did not say still there or it's fixed, or I've gone away in the Bahamas, so I don't really care. It's kind of loosey-goosey in those mods. You know, whether people complain or not. So I don't anticipate getting a lot of people watching tonight because, like I said, I haven't been on for 10 days, so people might be not used to. And I'm later than usual. I was usually on around 4:30. Might do that tomorrow. Those things are 30. And like you're going 50 and then it's 30. Luis Eduardo Magalhaes. Jeez. Who would call their kid that, eh? Yelling out the street, Luis Eduardo Magalhaes, come. You get back in here right away. Stop bothering your brother Charlie. Or not. Ooh, those are very orange buildings, aren't they? Okay, there, and then you turn north. Notice how the countryside has changed again, and I don't really notice that it changes. It's just like, oh yeah, it's changed. We're into like nice flat area and some farmland. And the big hydro tower is going from somewhere to somewhere. Trovo. It's a Trevo. Ah, it's raining. Sort of weaving around, and there's some, oh, that's interesting, whatever the hell that was. Well, it's more farmland and straight as an arrow. That's what it is. for some reason. I thought of just doing it like this. I could like doing a whole trip inside with the letterbox. Maybe put on a stone guard at the bottom and a visor at the top to make it truly classic. Maybe put a fringe and some things hanging down and make it a classic European / South American truck. But they're not all like that. I mean, and I follow a number of European truck drivers, and they keep it quite clean and tidy inside. Got 1,000 kilometers to go, and we have gas for 1,500. So we could make it all the way on this gas, but I'm sure there'll be an opportunity to fill her up. No, we're not slowing down to 60. Be silly. Oh, Porto Fiscal? Papers. There we go. Everything is in order. Yes, it is. Checking my mirror here. Nobody there. Okay. That was colorful. Oh, come on now. Oh, it's okay. It's slow up to there, and now it's booted. So, slightly different countryside. We're out of the farmland, it appears, and into a bit of other stuff. Oh, I just noticed we've got sort of a mountain ahead of us. Oh, that's kind of nice looking. And a mountainous sort of way. Ooh, and this thing, oh, I've seen one of these before elsewhere on the map. I don't think it was this way, although it was on the other side of the road. I could have been coming this way, but I don't think so. Interesting with this overbite. It was a lot closer, I think, last time. Oh, and then we get into some creative roadway. Lots of room there. Interesting, whatever the hell that is. It's very barren looking. the hell? Get a pattern, let's get at her. I'll have to think about whether I want to do the Mac engine, like an 850. I'm not sure. Like I could do 700, that'd be okay, but it's a bit much. Let me just look, since there's nobody really here to ask whether to let me just look. I'll just look. So workshop, Mac. Oh, actually, let's do an engine. Let's type in engine, and then Mac. $3,000 horsepower engine? No, then that's silly, really. If you're going to put that in, why not just teleport everywhere? Mac for the Renault? Relaxing? What do you mean by relaxing? Oh, compatible with 38 and 39 only. Oh, this one, I think I've done this one. Oh, I do. I have done it. It's engines and transmissions. This mod adds, so it adds 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. Yeah, I don't really care about that. It's too much. It's too many horsepower. Maybe this was the one I liked. Well, there's not a lot of work that work with. There's not a lot that work with the Mac R. Uh, 800? No, I don't want the 800. Oh, this says it doesn't work, so maybe we'll just get rid of it. Volvo. 30,000. 30,000 horsepower engine. Why would people do that? It is recommended to include the no damage mod. Sorry. Mostly sustained when you step on the gas and the torque flips your truck over. That's silly, eh? Well, we have more varied countryside here. And we're shaking her there. There, that's better. Dianopolis? Sounds Greek to me. After the goddess Diana. The hell was Diana? Diana might have been a huntress. We certainly have enough speed signs in Dianopolis. 60, 60, 60. Oh, okay, now we can go 80. You sure? Yeah, I think I'd like the Mac-R. Although, oh, wait a minute, the Mac-R. The problem with the Mac-R, I think, is the, oh. Sorry, I was going to say the problem with the Mac-R is I don't like the sound from the Jake, but I'm going to put the 800 horsepower engine in it, which, oh, excuse me, has different sounds, so, yeah. So that'll be in 45 minutes, so that'll be after 11, but we'll keep going here. Something pinged on my phone there. I think an alert saying, you're going to bed at 11, it's 10:30, time to start winding down. No, I'm not. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I knocked that down. Even if, no, okay, I hadn't been here. Even if I had, it would have been a few days ago, and every time you restart the game, like it puts the signs back up. So are we in western US now? Are we in Nevada? Nevada? No. No. Am I gonna have a place to rest here? I want to pull over and get a interesting mountain. Pull over and get more wine. But I like to do it at official places like gas station. What time is it actually? It's 16:26. No, I can go for a while. I'm gonna get in at what? 5:44. I'm in the night. No. And I'm due at, I think, yeah, 22:09. So I got lots of time, lots of buffer built in. What was that 40 there? Oops. Can't resume. Can't resume until you get over 30, I don't think. Oh yeah, we're gonna pull in here. Oops. Oops, that would be the curb. Okay. Sort of blocking the pumps, but not really. Oh, that's not the truck spot anyways. Okay, so neutral. And brake on. And do we have our lights on? We did have our lights on. We got running lights on anyways. So, okay, break here. I'm gonna get some wine, and if you need anything, Mel, go ahead. You hop in and get some stuff. Maybe take the cat out if you want to take the cat out for a pee. And I'll be back shortly, so don't go away. I'll do a view of the road there, so. Okay, knuckleheads, I'm back. Oh, I never even stopped the engine. Oh well. Ready gear. Make off. Clear out the window. We're good. Get all you needed, Mel? Yep. Cat's happy? Cat's happy. A ways to go, but it's 17:18, so we'll find a place to stop. When it gets darker, we're looking at the map here. It's, I think it's a little more barren here, but, you know, there's places, there's this, there's this, there's this. There'll be gas stations I can stop at or whatever. There we go. The light's on. Now we can go high beams or not. Let's do this and do the adjust the lights. There we go. Oh, we didn't want that. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I hit the shift button instead of the decrease on the cruise control. I hit the shift to neutral, and for some reason we coasted to a stop going uphill. We got half an hour to go. Yeah, I think I'd like to change trucks. Get back into my Mac R, but yeah, take it to a garage and get it up to an 800, and we'll see what it sounds like. On the setting, but not that much, but it's, well, 1802. I'm not sure when the sun sets here. Oh, my high beams on? Oops, they are. Sorry. Oh, nobody tipped, but we're a little over the speed limit. Porto Nacional. Oh, actually, I think I keep going. The small roads option has me doing a little turn left, go around here, and come back on the main road, because that's a little smaller. We found a slightly smaller road than the main road. It's a 1-block detour around the main road. Is that not what you wanted? No. Thank you, though. Thank you for playing. $80K in here. What? $80K? Why did that truck change lanes like that? Why is that guy going so slow? So that guy pulled out the pass right on a construction zone. It was 30, so he sped up to 90. Oh, 30. Back up to 90. Let him know we're coming through here. But it's getting dark enough, we probably should pull over until 5:30. So we'll do that. We'll find a spot. There'll be one coming up. Maybe up here, there's a town up here, I think. Possibly. There's these high rises up here in the middle of the countryside. Palmas. Oh, there's stars suddenly. And I think I just go saw. I'm not sure whether I can actually get there from here. See? We'll see if I can. Now, I'd like to go straight, but I'm not sure whether I can get on the highway, and let's assume that we can't then. We'll let's assume we have to do this just to get there. Nobody here, nobody there. We're good. Ah, and we could have gone straight. Oh well. Oh, I was going to stop somewhere, wasn't I? Oh well. I will in a bit. I'll drive at night for a bit. Enjoy the stars. Oh, there's a bridge over something. Still 30 minutes to go, which will make 11:30, not 11, as we predicted before, but because we're going slower than predicted. We're missing a lot of scenery here, right? There's allegedly a nice river down there. Oh. Everybody's saying don't go in here, you gotta go in the other way. Oh well. Oh, I see what's happened. I've come on the wrong side of this, and everything's messed up. Okay, let's go like this then. And oops, oops, that was me hitting the. Oh, this is really strange looking. Oh, I see what I should have done. I really should have come around at this at the proper angle. Then I could have grabbed a spot. You know, comme ça. Or up here at the end, to be one at the end. These guys kind of park like idiots. There's a lot of trouble just to do this. I mean, trying to be authentic, and I don't know, being authentic would have been not going around in friggin' loops. Right? I could have pulled in here to the cop shop and just parked there. Probably. Oh, yeah, there's a truck parked there. I could have, yeah, silly me. Silly me. But it was dark, wasn't it? So it was a dark and stormy night, so it's kind of hard to tell where anything was. So I'm going to get there at 15:52, and I think I had to be supposed to be there at 22:23 or something like this. 22:09. Lots of buffer space. And now we're going through groves of such. Groves of something. Espresso Tavares. Espresso, not espresso, espresso. Oh, but speaking of espresso, I think I should, ooh, I should try to get a new, I should drive, out tomorrow. That hurt? Possibly did. I should drive out tomorrow and get a new, bright and early. Let's see if I can get a new copy of the Guardian Weekly. I should get a subscription to it too, because it is cheaper. It is several dollars a week cheaper. And I do enjoy the Guardian Weekly. Hello, Hosea Hughes. Yes, long time no see. Canada bud. Josiah Hughes. Josiah Hughes, you've changed your... That's an interesting name. I've been good. I've been good. I haven't been on for 10 days. I looked. I haven't streamed for 10 days. But I've been doing fine. And you? How are you at? Are you still in school or are you done school now? Or do you have another year of school? I forget where you're at. Oh, okay. I've been doing a lot of genealogy lately. And I mean, I got into genealogy a number of years ago, and then I hooked up with somebody. I had my grandfather and hit my great grandfather, and then I hooked up with a bunch of people who had researched that part of the family tree back to the 1600s in France. So suddenly there was like a big hunk. Oh, graduated with honors. Excellent. Good for you. Managed to move downtown Toronto. Got a job working on new towers. Working on new towers. What? You're a steel worker? In a good stretch. You're in downtown. You're doing fitness programs. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. You were going to get a car and fix it up, weren't you? Weren't you going to get a car or a truck or something like this? And is that you or somebody in another life? And what the hell is this over here? Oh, it's a water thing. Whoa! It's me running off the road. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. No. I've only had one car stolen, but that sucked. I had a car totaled. Not my fault. That sucked too. I had a Corvair and it got totaled, so that was too bad because that was a nice car. No, a lot of people, I moved, I don't know, a year and a half ago. I had to move once again. I was in a house, and once again, the landlord wanted my apartment, so kicked me out. So now I'm in a high-rise. First time ever in a high-rise. And I have covered indoor parking, which is nice. But, all to say, there's a lot of spots empty. Now, there are some apartments empty in the building, but I think a lot of people just don't have a car, need a car, use a car. .2010 Pontiac 5 GT, that sounds like fun. Yeah. I've still got mine, a 2008 Mazda 3. Low mileage. Still, I forget, whatever it is. Well, it's kilometers. Low kilometerage. Low when I got it, and I hardly ever drive it. You know, most things work. Air conditioner hasn't worked for years, but I don't really care. And I don't go anywhere. If I'm going to go to Toronto, I'll take the train, because I'm not good at long distance driving, because with all the falling asleep part and stuff. But yep, O-train, busways. Yep, and I am close. I'm fairly close to a route. And the only thing would be groceries, but you can get those rental cars, like those Virtue cars or stuff like this. Now, you know, you have to sort of plan with those. They have to say, okay, so I want to do my big grocery shopping Tuesday. So I'll book the car. I'll find one. Yep, it's available Tuesday. No, it's available Wednesday afternoon. Okay, I'll book it for Wednesday afternoon, and then you do, yeah. Our O-train is better than it was. Our O-train was a disaster. So much so that there is a big inquiry into it. The mayor is not running. The mayor has decided he is not going to run again this fall. You know, probably with the excuse, oh, spend more time with my family, but also with the, well, there's enough shit that's going to come out about the kickbacks and everything over the train system that I'll just retire. So, that's nice. I like Toronto. I've gone to. I'm thinking of. Well, maybe we can bump into each other, because I am thinking of going back to Toronto. I'm doing a lot of genealogical research, and the Toronto archives. The archives in Toronto. Urban Edwards, thank you. The archives in Toronto are quite extensive, and a lot of it's not online. So my sister, I've been working with my sister, and she said, "Why don't you come down here and spend a week and go into the archives? Could I sleep on your floor? Yeah, or my couch. The floor is kind of hard. Oh, so I just might do that. You know." Just might do that. So I take the train down. I could take the train down and go, you know, first class, because it's so nice. And then spend. Ooh, probably should have got gas there. Oh well. And stay maybe a week. Go to the archives. No, I don't know whether I really need a week, but I could. But I haven't visited my sister. Well, even pre-COVID, we sort of had a bit of a falling out, so I haven't stayed at her place for years. Well, she went in. She's been in there. She was going to go in and look for stuff there, and she was talking to a friend who has been there for stuff, and he said, have you been there? She said, oh yeah, I went in to look around. It's really pretty. Like, she went in on one of those open house things or something. But she wanted to go in and research. He said, oh, it can be very intimidating, and she's really, like, I've learned a lot of tips and tricks, and he said, no, you're better to take somebody who knows what they're doing. So that's what I would do. It's just north of Davenport, isn't it? There's a DuPont, whatever the hell it's north of. DuPont, Davenport. Just on the north side of the subway, the north side of the train tracks. DuPont, yeah. I keep forgetting. She lives near DuPont, Davenport, and I keep forgetting which one keeps going. But I lived in Toronto off and on. I lived in Toronto. We lived in Downsview, North York area for a number of years, and we also lived in the Beaches way back in the early 60s before it became trendy. So I got a sister there. I got a brother there that I hardly ever see. I've got an ex-girlfriend that I probably won't see. But I really like Toronto. I love to visit Toronto. I don't think I'd like to live there. But you said you're living downtown, so I don't know. Ah, go train along there. Well, that would make sense. Yeah, I would take the train down and then, yeah, spend a few days. Visiting. But yeah, my rental. I mean, she's in a building at DuPont Davenport area. The building's okay. It's a little rundown, but it's okay. She's rent controlled, I think. I don't know. The other rents in the building are going up. They're just the new apartments. Like somebody moves out, they do a bunch of renovations and stuff, and then they what the hell's up this up here? Somebody moves out, they do a bunch of renovations, and then the place is suddenly like twice the price. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a fire for fuck. Look at this. Well, that's interesting. Somebody's burning off brush or something. No, it's you look at the other side. The left, both sides of the road are this black stuff. So I think it's either somebody intentionally or accidentally burning off the brush. That's a nice feature. Oh yeah, there's a guy there saying stop. Oh yeah, sorry. These guys waving their arms. Like when you're, like when somebody's trying to, you know, when a pro is trying to back their truck in, or somebody's trying to back a trailer in, and there's like 5 different people saying, go like this, go like that, go like this, and he's like, no, I know not back up. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. If you were another truck driver, I would trust you to spot me, but I'll just ignore the fact. Crank it, crank it. No. This guy on the left is just going, well, I don't know what's happening here. Oops, sorry, green light. Sorry. Is anybody over here? No, they're at the other end. Okay. Oh, maybe these guys started the fire, their construction. Maybe that's why there's so many of them. Sorry, move on. Our bad. Didn't mean that. One of the sources I'm looking at for Toronto is there's the city directories. There's a collection of city directories, and there I'm trying to track my father, and unfortunately, like I'm showing, you know, because he would be the one registered, so I'm seeing him, you know, house A, and then house C. What happened to house B, where my mother was living for 2 years? Maybe he wasn't there. Maybe they were having like one of their little breakups. I talked to my sister. Nope. He was at B. I saw him at B. I remember him being at B. So I think it's a factor that the directories are inaccurate. And I discovered my mother had an extra name. I thought she was just Marie Louise, but she was Marie Louise Elvina. Her birth certificate, she said it was Elvina, and where did the hell that come from? Her birth certificate said Telvina with a D, Delvina, and her baptism said Elvina, because, you know, it's close. My grandfather was pretty well illiterate, so it just could have been, you know, they could have written down this, yeah, whatever, I don't know what you wrote. Oh, sorry, if it weren't a health and safety issue. Ah, nice, nice. My view is not so bad. Well, thank you, but my view is not so bad. If you look on my Facebook, I'm on the 9th floor. I'm looking east across basically open parkland, and my view is my distance view then is of the downtown Ottawa, the Parliament buildings, the library, and if it looks slightly left of that, it's the Ottawa River, and then farther over, it's the Gatineau Hills. It's quite nice, quite a nice view. I have noise a few times a year from concerts over on the other side of the green area, a couple of K away. I get bass, ka-thunk, 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 like deep, deep subsonic, but I've been researching bass traps, and I've ordered some to put up in the corners of my living room, so we'll see if that works. And it's a NCC land across from me, basically, which is National Capital Commission, but Scania dealer? That's cool. But they have a plan to allow six embassies to be built on the land. NCC is saying, no, it's okay. Yeah, that would be within the use of the land. And the city is saying, yeah, but we don't want it. And so the city's rejected it. Yeah, I think it's gone to the municipal board or whatever. And the municipal board says, yep, we support you. So the NCC is now appealing it. The local residents say, we don't really want embassies here. It's just going to... I think they're upset that it's going to bring more traffic or something. I don't know. Protests? Gangs? These 6 different embassies like in a chunk in a row. How can that be bad? Yeah, it's a green area, but it's just an open area with some, you know, people walk their dogs there and stuff. Some trees, some bushes, not really used. And it's right by the river. I'm on the 9th floor. The embassies would be, I think, 2 floors. Well, I'm on the 9th, but it starts at 2, so I'm on the 8th. They would go to 2, maybe 2 floors, so they're going to be down below me. They're not going to be that loud. The construction would be a pain, but I don't know. Well, but the NCC is not going to develop it as a park space. There's a large city park that is being expanded and developed just across the road from it, that has like a play area for kids, and they're putting in a new a new community structure. It's got like a baseball diamond and all sorts of stuff. They've got all that, and right on the other side of the parkway is a whole long park along the Ottawa River with trails and benches and a little restaurant, and there's the river and stuff like this. So we don't really need it as another park, and the proposal, I think, is to develop a chunk at the end as a proper park. So they may do that. I mean, I think it was 6 embassies sort of in a row, and then one sort of to the left of me, but I think what they may do is put in, they may compromise and put in like 4, then a park. This area is called Mechanicsville. It's one of the early areas of Ottawa. There's a lot of places being torn down. Clapboard, you know. Oops, should have got gas. Oh well, clapboard houses and stuff like this. You know, old, you know, early 1900s, I guess, houses, and replaced by these 2 and 3 unit, you know, stainless steel and wood and, or you know, these boxes, these 2 and 3 unit. Units that they replace the house with. So my thought is, if you put in some condos here, I mean, my area really needs some shops and stuff like this. There's nothing here for shopping really that's that convenient. We could do with the grocery store and, you know, a better, I don't know, a little pub, a little restaurant. I'm not sure how much local business a embassy generates. Whether they all stay inside and send the servants out to shop somewhere, but it's my hope that it improves the area. Yes, no, LeBreton Flats. LeBreton Flats is an area that I think was bought up by the city in, I don't know, the 60s? I forget. It was bought up ages ago for development, and that never happened. Right now, the noise I hear is from a LeBreton Flats about 2 kilometers away, but this park is the other side of the road from me. LeBreton Flats, that's where the War Museum is. That's where they have the big festivals with the oh. You did spell it right, actually, LeBreton Flats. Yeah. So there's a development thing happening in LeBreton Flats. Finally, they are building I think they're building an arena for the. They're putting a new Ottawa library there. They're building an arena for the Senators hockey team, and they're putting in a bunch of housing and shit like that. So. Yeah. Freeways. We're getting a lot of bridge replacements here. We had one just a few weeks ago. These things where they build a bridge next to the highway, and then they close the highway. They completely close the highway for 2 or 3 days. They go in with a dozen excavators or whatever, and smash apart the old bridge and trucks and everything like this. They work like hell 24 hours a day, and they get rid of the old bridge, and then they jack up the new bridge on these transporters, roll it into place, and then set it down, pave over top, and there's the highway. There's the wide bridge. So they've got I think 4 of them they're doing along here, all in the interest of, you know, all money from Ford, showing he cares about infrastructure, but really, you shouldn't be building more roads. You shouldn't be widening roads. So, I've lived in Toronto years ago, and when I lived just north of the 401 when it was 4 lanes. Yep, the O train isn't far, so that's the arena. Now Melnick was going to build one there. Eugene Melnick from the Ottawa Senators, but he was a poor businessman, a real asshole to negotiate with. Apparently, he's died. So I'm not sure who's doing it now, but. So maybe I'll be hearing loud concerts. I don't know. I want to see if this. I'm pretty sure these base traps will work and clear my place down, close my place down. If they do, I'm fine, and if they don't, well, I'll move. I'm renting, so. Not to toot Toronto's horn, but other Canadian cities, look at Toronto's arenas. Scotiabank and Rogers are within walking distance of major rail hubs and people. Yeah, I know. I mean, well, you know where the Ottawa, for whatever reason, the years ago, I don't know, 10 or 15, whatever the hell it was built, the Ottawa Senators Arena was built way out in Canada. Way out on the Queen. You had to drive there. You had to drive forever and sit in a traffic jam to get there. The reason they built it out there is because land was cheap, and the deal included all sorts of, you know, under-table deals with other developers. Okay, we'll build a arena here. If we build it, they will come, and there will be whole communities of, you know, houses and shopping centers, and, you know, just spring up around it. And lo and behold, that did not happen. They built the arena and it did not boom. So, yes, I've been there. Yes, you go along that walkway, the Skyway. You go along the Skyway. I've been there. See, I know Toronto. I know a lot of the downtown, if you look on my Flickr site, there's an awful lot of photos of graffiti from downtown Toronto alleys and stuff, so I know Toronto. But I like it, like I said, I like it. But I certainly could not afford to live there. The rents are, you know, I'm paying, well, maybe almost $1,800. Well, I'm probably paying $1,800 here with parking and heating added to it for a one-bedroom apartment. But it's a great view. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll look for Joshua. Whoa! Not see that guy coming. Yeah. Well, actually, Ottawa is starting to do that with condos and stuff. They've changed the rules of, as to how much you have to provide for parking. You know, now that can annoy some of the local residents because you know, if you allow three different three of these different condo units, you know, 4-unit, not condo, but you know what I mean, if you allow this infill or whatever, so now suddenly on this block you've got 3 or 4 new places with 3 or 4, you know, single family dwellings clunked into each one, and they've all got cars and they've got no parking. They're all going to want street parking, and you had your house. You've been living in this house for the last 50 years, and you were using the street parking quite happily. Now these assholes are using your spot, so I can see bitterness. Streetcars in front of churches. When I was in grade 7 in Toronto, when did I be in grade 7? Early 60s. Taking the Queen car from Victoria Park, we were almost at Victoria Park at the beaches, to my school downtown, St. Michael's Choir School. I was taking, actually, sometimes I would get one of those old streetcars, the ones with the, you know, the flat paned windows. Like, they didn't have a wood stove inside or anything, but they were like those clunk, 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 clunk things. Like, very old style. Like with the windows just, whoa, oh, there's people in the middle of the freaking road here. What you guys get out? This guy up in here, he's sweeping. Fuck's sake, sorry. I just saw this guy. Jesus. One of the places we lived at, I cannot find anymore. It was torn down. It was a bunch of, it was kind of like Minor Park. It was Bayview Courts. It was just on the north side of the 401, in between Bayview and Yonge. It was a complex of two-rise, walk-up buildings, and like in a big open area. And it has since been torn down and made, I think, a Roseway Gardens or something. A Roseway something is there. A bunch of fancy condos, but I can't find anything even on old maps. So that's one of the things I want to go to Toronto about, is to get in the archives, find old maps of the city, and find what the hell was this place we stayed at, just because. I used to take the when we lived, I was going downtown in the early 60s from Bayview Courts. I would take a regular bus, and then I would transfer to an electric bus, and then I would get to the Eglinton station on Yonge, and then I would take the subway all the way down to Queen, and then I would get to school. This was like grade 7. It's just what we did. Well, I mean, this is back in the 60s, so it was, we're not sure. I need to find more documentation, but we're wondering if it was subsidized housing, because the other thing I have to find land records if I can, without having to pay $30 for somebody to. But I think I can probably find something that I can look through. So I think we had a house that we sold on Cuffley Crescent. We sold it the year of Hurricane Hazel. And then we were renting. And I'm like, my sister and I we would have had a bag of money from selling the house. Why the hell did we end up renting? And why does it seem there was a gap where my mother was living one place and my father living somewhere else? Like, all these things you dig out. So yeah, things to find at the archive. Land titles and information. So Shepherd Subway, miserable trying to go downtown. Oh, I know. I've in Toronto recently, trying to get on the subway in rush hour is like, oh my god, it was never that bad when I was a kid, because it's the same. The young subway is the same subway. The only thing they've done is they've changed the signaling. So they've crammed in, as many trains as possible. Yeah, I've got gas for what? Gas for 300 kilometers. Yeah. I mean, it's not like, know, the videos you see of people trying to cram onto Tokyo subway trains and stuff like that, but still. Yeah. Oh, so you work downtown. You're not staying downtown. That's more affordable. Okay, now we'll just skip. We'll just... So, do we get money? We get money. Boop, 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 boop. Truck maneuvering bonus? 15 points? Really? Thank you. I didn't maneuver it, but... Okay, so this is my flatbed, but I think I'm gonna go to my Mack truck, really. Do we have a garage near here? I guess that would be it. Where am I? Hell am I? Lost. Oh, there's a garage here. Okay. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll do a plan B. So I'm gonna go back to my Mac R, which I like, and drive it. Oh, okay. You live and work downtown. Okay, well, it's I won't ask, but I know it is expensive to live downtown in Toronto. More expensive to live downtown in Ottawa. Yes, I am sure about that. That's right. You had said you lived downtown and you just wander around and go shopping. Okay. Now the problem with this, I think, is I can't get Mel into the seat there. But other than that, this is fun. Yeah, so I think I want to pump up the volume here. Welcome. Welcome, Pavel Batkovich. Pavel Batkovich. Welcome to my stream. I'm not sure what the engine's like for this. Because I like the sound of this engine, but... One bed. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm paying, yeah, and I'm paying 18, almost 18, including parking. Parking's cheap. Parking's $75 a month in this. I'm paying, I think it's $75 a month, or they've gone up. It goes up. I've got rent control here. It's an old concrete building. And I was in the elevator and she was showing one of the rental person was showing the place to people. And she said, oh yeah, and parking's 105, and I'm like, oh, I won't say anything. I'm not paying no 105, so. Yeah, mine is, it could be bigger. Mine is 600 square feet. I moved from a 900 square feet 2-bedroom to a 600 square feet 1-bedroom. But I realized, I don't really need a dining room. I mean, my living room is also my computer setup, because who cares? Oops. Okay. Always something you can tune and paint. Okay, so I think we're gonna add the 850 horsepower. We're gonna stick with the same transmission. The same. I mean the same. Excuse me. The same. Do we have a 5-speed? We don't have a 5-speed, do we? The hell? What a 10 plus 2? Can't believe I had a 5-speed. And I'm pretty sure on the inside I can't do anything really different. I can't get anybody sitting there. It's a day cab. Oh, I guess if it's a downtown spot and you've got bags of money, it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, here's $10,000. Okay, we're good. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see what this engine sounds like. Oh, that's interesting. It has that phase sound. Ooh, let's try that again. Interesting. Interesting sound. Oh, but I don't want a 12-speed. I don't want to do a... Ah, okay. This does not have the option to go to the automatic, I don't think. Uh, 12 speed. Max the torque? Yeah, that would work. Okay, let's try this. There we go, we have it automatic now. Interesting. Okay, okay, well, let's okay. Let's stop, put it in neutral, put the brake on, and let's go to the trailer manager and get a trailer. Cheaper to park the car and take the TTC or go for the year. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, but I guess if you've got, you know, if you're driving a $90,000 car or whatever, and you're expensing it, you're not even paying it. You know, this downtown parking, you expense it, and the shareholders, you know, pay for it. I watched the girl with the dragon tattoo. I had never seen it. And I watched the original 2009 Swedish version, which I was told was better than the subsequent one. And I really, really liked it. But a lot of tracking people down through paperwork and something, and one of the things they found this guy through receipts. They, was he in the same cities as his on his corporate travelers, the same cities as these murders? And she said, then the Elspeth jokingly said something about, what, you think he expensed his murders? And the guy, the researcher, just smiles. He says, "Well, businessmen, they love their deductions, so that's what caught him. They knew the deductions. Go can be my kind of term. Get gold. How many times Go cancel services or widely late making misconnections? Oh, we had that here with the LRT. When the LRT was launched with, they fudged the initial design requirement was they had to run all 13 trains error-free, like with test people in it, for so many consecutive days. And then they changed that. They had problems, so then they changed it to, okay, well, we would rarely use all 13. So let's say 11 trains, okay. And let's not worry about, 10 consecutive days. Let's just accumulate 10 days. And sure enough, then they launched it. And I mean, I've been a quality manager for years. You can see these things coming, that the marketing people drive the quality, and they launched it. And there was always delays. People were getting whatever, I don't know if they had a term, LRTs, but people were getting delayed because the train was down. The train was down. What happened with the train? Well, the train had to stop because somebody opened the doors. Their friend was coming, and they tried to hold the doors open for their friend, and the trains can't settle that, so there was reset, and the mayor was giving people shit for doing that. It's like, piss off. That shouldn't be a problem. They'd have to call a maintenance guy to come and reset the train, and just. Yeah. Oh yeah, the buses. Although the buses are here in, there's more buses here in Ottawa to Toronto, like along the corridor and stuff like this. There's a private company that's popped up. Oh look, there's the trailer. So, I like this. So, where are we now? Where the hell are we in this map? I'm in, oh. Why am I in Buenos Aires? Oh, I don't want to be in Buenos Aires. No, but that was the problem here. The problem here was people the problem was people holding the doors, and mechanically it screwed up the trains. It was really sad. Go to Formosa. Oh, I don't think I'm in Formosa Arg though. Ah, I'm there. Good fun. Do I know how to do this? No. Try not to. Okay, they do this. Then I do. I think I do. Then I do the keys. Yes. Excuse me. Excuse me for being flim, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, well, actually, well, the VA fares, I take, actually, well, it's even worse. I take but I try to book, if you book ahead on sale, it's not too bad, the VA fares. But, I mean, our problem, well, one problem we had in Ottawa is they picked a train that was not off the shelf. The hardware, the train carriages or whatever that they picked was a custom modification for Ottawa. Didn't work in the winter. Didn't work on slippery tracks. You know, this is politicians getting involved in technical stuff. And then they fiddled with the quality management, with the acceptance process, and then they fiddled with the staffing of the operations, and then they outsourced the operations too, rather than doing it in house. Like they just, that's why there's a big commission, just because they screwed up so many different things. So. Luckily, in municipal government, luckily, I've got, in my area, I've got one of the good councillors. There's not many, but Jeff is really good. Okay, so here's my own my own guy. Where did I want to go? We could start a trip anyways. It's getting late, but I could get more wine and then I'll wake up. I guess. Is that where I want to go? Didn't I want to go here? I thought I was up here. Yeah, I was up here at Imperatriz. Damn. Imperatriz. Yeah. Oh, I can stop at the ballpark, I suppose. Not a ballpark? Why do you think this is Canada? Not a ballpark. Oh, there. Yeah, let's get we'll stop over here. Oh, we'll stop here at the garage. Or we won't stop at the garage. Yeah, Bombardier. Yeah. Well, and the problem was, the problem was they. I mean, I know when I worked in Bell decades ago, Bell would do the same thing. Bell would they do a search, an RFI, for a product. They'd choose a product, that, this is good, and then they say, could you change this? Could you make this a little and do this? Well, yeah, and well, now you've got something that's not tested and true anyway, so that's one of the reasons I was happy to retire from Bell and get out of quality management, because it was just so frustrating to have the right technical answer and not be a marketing person. So what do you know? You had a person. When we had one project, and the numbers we had, the marketing person didn't like the numbers because she couldn't make money at that, and she committed to making money at that on this product. So we had to keep fudging our numbers and making assumptions to justify. So annoying. So annoying. Okay, what do we got? We've got, well, where do we want to go? We want to go, I think, northeast from here. Yep, yep. Change management. The only good project I saw was the Ottawa. I was quite impressed. I went to a talk at the whatever, the project managers of Ottawa, whatever like this, and it was, I had a talk by the guy who had built the new Ottawa airport. He brought it in within scope, under budget, and ahead of time. Like, not by much, but, and he did it by scope management, basically. One of the big things they did, we don't need this capacity right now for this, such and such a size, and we have designed it such that we can just not finish 1/3 of the airport building, and we can still finish 2/3 and get people using it. So I was really impressed. Yeah, good chatting again. Good to see you again. So hopefully I can get to Toronto, and hopefully we can connect. Josiah Hughes. Is your really name really Josiah Hughes? Joshua. Anyways, yeah, good chatting. I'm gonna hit the sack soon too, so I just wanted to hit the road for a bit with this truck and see what it sounds like. So take care, my friend. Okay, so where do we want to go? We want to go up here. We want to go here, up here to the northeast in some manner. So that means going from here. I'd rather not use containers. Whoa, shit, that's a good trip. I'd rather, yeah. See, that's not bad. Pressure tank, ventilation shaft, Brazil NTE. There we go. Brazil Northeast, reservoir tank, north. So we want to go straw bales. Oh, this is kind of fun. Actually, I've done straw bales. "15 tons of straw bales" is kind of fun. This is kind of fun too, putting fuel tankers on. Nope, nope. I think we're starting to get silly now. Nope. What was the one we like? What did we like? Straw bales. 15 tons of straw. Yeah. That is GPS SSS. Okay, let's see what this truck sounds like. Uh-oh. Is this not the Jake? Maybe I don't have a Jake brake. Options. Keys and buttons. Engine brake toggle. Oh, well, we want an engine brake. We want an engine brake. This thing. Light modes. How do they get to be light modes? Let me just check that. Did I just choose that correctly? Yeah, engine brake toggle. Okay. Okay, we're using our own trailer to develop a bunch of loads, and we're going to do this thing. Straw bales, take the job. I think I'm going to skip loading because I'm impatient. It's after midnight. Here we go. Straw. I guess that's Jake. That sort of sounds Jake-like. Okay, so let's do that for the Jake then. Let's options. So let's Jake toggle, and then we'll do an increase, and we'll do a decrease like that. Okay, and this will be the engine brake toggle. That toggles it on or off. Okay. So yeah, I've got the breather on the right, I've got the stack on the right, because why have dual stacks if it's just gonna bother your ears, so... Speaking of exhaust noises, one of this guy I follow online, he's got an old, I think he's got a, maybe it's a Freightliner. Anyways, he's got an old truck, and he was running straight pipes on it. And they brought him into the, they did an inspection. You know, he got a routine inspection, and they said, so, where's the heat shields? Oh, I don't have any. Where's your muffler? I don't have a muffler. So they gave him a warning and a deadline. So he's installed a muffler now. So he was driving along, and it's not a really good. He liked driving his truck with the straight pipes, and he put the Jake on. Especially, he'd drive through like a tunnel and stuff, and he'd crank the Jake on through the tunnel. He'd roll the windows down, drive through a tunnel, and then crank on the Jake and just giggle like a kid. No longer. It's not quite as loud, but it's okay. Straight pipes, they give you a bit more horsepower. They give you a lot more noise, and it's illegal in many states, so, and many provinces. So. Okay. Oh, I need to get gas, don't I? Oh no, I don't need to get gas. I've changed trucks and I got a full tank. In fact, I think I've got a bajillion liters of gas now, do I? Oh, well, I think it's a... I thought he said it was a 2,000 liter tank. Still, I got 1,000 liters. I mean, that's... well, sort of good. Oh, maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Vehicle browser. Maybe I got a bigger tank now if I do that. If I do the Mac, and then I do that, but maybe I've got... yeah, yes. Yeah, I could have done that. I could have done that, the 2,000 liter. I've got that, the 280 gallons. 169 wheelbase, 260 gallon, or the 187 wheelbase. I could, but I like this cute little truck. You know, I like it as is. 1,000 liters is pretty good, even with that. Well, maybe not. I've tripled the engine, so I'm assuming I've killed the mileage. So yeah. The next time I get somewhere, I really should. World map. Where am I? Is there a garage there? There is not a garage there. There was a garage where I left. There's nary a garage on the way. Well, garage is to there. There'd be a garage there. So I could go in there and get a better tank. I could do that. Why don't we do that? What's your time? 12:14. Maybe I'll pull in here at the gas station. I mean, because I need to go to bed. Oh, there is not parking there. Let's pull up as much as we can to get out of that guy's road. Okay. Neutral. Brake on. Stop the engine. And, yeah. I gotta go to bed. So thank you very much, everybody, for viewing, for cheering, for chatting, for subscribing, for following, for lurking, or sleeping. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been on. 10 days, anyways. But I thought I'd do something sort of easy, and I like ETS better than ATS. I like all the mods. I like smaller roads, little villages, interesting stuff to see. And I can drive my own Mac R, so you know, life is good. Anyways, take care, my friends. Stay safe. Ta-ta for now.